Good evening, everybody. Usually we're discussing things inside the office, but tonight I think it's a good idea to discuss the Hellenic Parliament in front of the Hellenic Parliament. Let's start off with the name, Kinovulio, which literally translates will of the people. It's actually a very cool name. And the 300 representatives, or MPs, that work in the Kinovulio, in the Hellenic Parliament, are voted by direct democratic vote elections from each region of Hellas. Now, it all depends on the population of each region. So a region with a very small population gets very few representatives, and regions with a very high population get more representatives. For example, Kefalonia gets one representative, one MP, while B3 of Athens, which is one section, southern Athens, gets 19 MPs. Now, this is a good idea if you think about it, because on the one hand, you get more representatives for more of the population. But here's the problem. In Hellas, we have a serious problem. There is an imbalance in the population. Most people, over 4 million, live in Athens, while the rest, which we have a total population of around 8 million at the moment, live everywhere else. So Thessaloniki has about 800,000, and other places have a lot less. What we need to do is we need to change, and now I'm going into my opinion, before we were just talking about facts. But my opinion is we need to change a little bit the way that we elect the MPs here. I think that every district should have the same amount of elected officials, of elected MPs. And the reason for this is that what happens is that one area like Athens, or the Attica region in general, has a lot more representation. They get a lot more money, they get a lot more funding, and they get a lot more support from the central government. What that means is we're creating a vicious cycle. More representation, more support means more people move to Athens to live here because they can get what they need. Other regions, though, don't have the proper healthcare, the proper security, police, fire department, and they don't have the proper educational support, among other things. So what we need to do is we need to redistribute this, and we need to get the populations living outside of Athens to be able to live more comfortably, well, so that they can live at all. Because if you're gonna have a family and you don't have a school or you don't have a hospital nearby, obviously you can understand that can create problems. So I think that each region needs to have the same representation. That way they can get the same funding, the same support from the central government, and they can develop properly. And if those places develop properly, then the population can spread out, and different cities can increase in population, and they can get what they need. Now that's just my opinion. I'm not going to go into more detail about the Hellenic Parliament because we've discussed it in the other videos that we've made. Next time, we're going to discuss the Areopagos, which is the judicial branch of the government. The Areopagos is the Supreme Court, essentially, of Hellas. So, thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time.